I'm just a lot more less fearful. I know I was one of the skeptics when I joined, of like, is this for me? You know, you only hear of executives and really senior leaders getting coaching. You know, I've got to where I have on my own with peer support and great mentors and sponsors. Like, is this going to add anything new? Your coach isn't your fairy godmother. They're not going to come in and be like, do this, do that, we'll sort it, it's done. It's more that, you know, if you're a Disney fan, your coach will give you the wand to then cast the spell yourselves, like giving you the tools. You don't, it's all about tools and things you can put in place or what works for you, and it's quite individual. It's not about one size fits all, and it's about that inner strength is inside you already, that inner solution. Like for someone that's a fact and plan and action-based person, that solution is inside you. But sometimes it's just giving you that bit of courage to firm up in your head, no, this is the solution for me. This is how I want to lead my life. This is how I want to progress. It's like this weird realization that, oh, I did have the solution in me. Like, this isn't anything new, but it's just a way of helping you process your thoughts. Like, I'm an overthinker, I'm a spiraler. I'll just keep thinking it and thinking, well, what if I did this? What if I did that? And it just stops that, because with your coach, you work through whatever it is you want to work through, personal, professional, and you work through it, and then you come to an end point, you go, you reflect on it, and that's it, it's done. It stops. For me, it stops that spiraling and overthinking and, well, what if I'd done this? What if I'd done that? You do it in a structured way with your coach, so that when you get to that solution, you're 100% sure that that's the solution I want to take. You may then, in hindsight, reflect back and think, oh, well, maybe I would have done this, but that's all about the learning. At that point, you're 100% sure that, right, this is the next step. And it's not always like solving a huge problem. It's sometimes just taking the next step or getting rid of that uncertainty and change. You just know what your next point is. And what I wanted to get from this was just to build some confidence back in myself and my ability. I know, like, a lot of people, probably even when they're watching this video, will probably like, she's so self-assured, she's so confident, like how can she be feeling that? But it sometimes depends on your personality. That it's very easy to put out, for some people it's very easy to put out a assured, stable, you know, confident front, because that's what you've done your whole life. But from this, I've really got just really building that back up in myself, that resilience, that, and just remembering, I think, talking about, you know, what we do and our work, and just really remembering why I love what I do, and just really reflecting on, you know, what's been a hard couple of months for everyone, is just, you know, taking that moment to be like, I'm so lucky I'm still able to do what I do and love what I do. And yeah, and just get that bit of spark back again. When we first had our first conversation about, you know, why could this be for me, I was very aware, like, I have gone through cycles of burnout previously, and I could feel myself on the verge of that again, you know, with this being the year of COVID and extra pressures. Like, I was so conscious of not reaching this stage again, and again I was close to being in burnout. So it's that thing of, you just know that this is what you need to pull you back a bit, and I just needed that extra help not to get to that stage, and it just came at the right time for me. Just some of the way that we've tackled some scenarios together, just given different ways of working through, and they're not problems, they're just life, aren't they? They're just scenarios that you come up against in life, where you need to make a decision, or you need to decide which which way you want your goals to head, and it's just different tools used to deal with that. And then it's also about how to work with your team, with those around you, and there's some really good tips and things that I've picked up through this to deal with that. It stops you being so me-centric and just pulls you out of that and makes you look at everyone else and then deal with things in a different way because of that. The only thing really is that ability to, that want to learn and that want to change and develop and progress yourself. So I think even if you're really early on in your career or really developed in your career, as long as you have that passion to want to change or want to improve, this is suited to you. Like, I've always been someone that's so conscious of other people at times that then I overcompensate, or, you know, it doesn't have to be the team or me, I'm part of the team. And I think it's helped me do that, in that sometimes I just overwork myself and, you know, over worry about everyone else. That it's that whole thing of putting your own oxygen mask on first, isn't it? Is making sure that if you're doing well and you have the right tools, then your team will see that, and they'll see, like, I'm a very positive person, and I know that I'm one of the people that when I'm in a team, I know that if I'm feeling stress, or if I'm showing that stress or showing that pressure, I know it affects the team because I'm always so positive. So then when they see you feeling that stress or feeling that pressure, you know it affects them. And sometimes it's good to show that, you know, we're under pressure, but dealing with it in a healthy way. And